Hey, welcome back to Top of the Chops. This week we're looking at Head and Heart by Joel Corry and MNEK. And this week's a really special one because my real good friend Rob Harvey got his first #1 with this track, so well done mate. It's produced by Kaleidoscope and you can check out the full credit list over on Spotify. But for now, please hit the subscribe button, the bell icon and grab your guitars. Okay, so I finally got my loop pedal back and my amp back. So this is a great chance because it's a dance tune again and I want to put some percussive stuff and just make a loop out of it. Okay, so there's two main kind of melody parts or sections that I'm going to focus on. The first part is kind of the bass line and then that vocal melody on the top of it. And basically in between on the loops you'll see I'm just putting like a snare on the 2 and 4. Okay, but the riff starts off with, I'm going to put a little bit of overdrive on. So we're in the key of F minor to start with. So we're going to go down to shape 1 first fret. And we're going to go 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4. So it's that kind of syncopated offbeat thing for the 4. But yeah, we got, and we're going to palm mute that. So, and then we start our next bit. I move my middle finger up to 4, I think. Yeah, and we go 4, 4, and then 3, 4 on the A string. So that half. I might even leave my 4th finger on there, on the 4th fret, and then move up to the 1. And then we start, I slide up to the 4 on the A string and just start on there. And that does 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 6 in the same rhythm as the 1 and the 4 on the E string. But then we move our first finger up to the 6 and I go. So that's 6, roll up to the 6 on the D string. Do that twice. Roll back down to the A string 6 and I do an upstroke on that and then an 8 on the A string with a downstroke. So just to get that kind of 16th rhythm. Okay, so that whole phrase. Something different with my picking hand. Use the picking pattern that I said originally. Okay, so that's our loop and then I put my snare on top of that. And then we have a similar sort of melody for what the vocals are doing, and obviously there's probably harmonies going on there as well. Or is there? I think maybe the harmony is just that bass line and the vocal melody. Okay, I'm just going to show you this vocal melody. So similar sort of rhythm, but it does change, and we start on the 6th fret on the D string. So we're kind of thinking of the 3rd shape of the F minor scale now. Okay, so it's 6, 6, 6 to 8. Same rhythm as before, and then we go 8, 8, 8, 5 on the G string. And then we're going to go 5, 5, 5, 6, 6. Actually, it's just 1, 6 on the G string. And then we're going to slide from above down to 8 on the D string. Okay, and we're going to hit it again when we get there. So we got from the beginning. And then the final bit. So we're going to go 8, 8 on the D string and slide from 6 to 5 on the D string. And finish on our F on the A string, 8th fret. So that whole phrase. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that on the loop pedal as a close-up shot. So it'll be the bass line at the beginning, the snares in between, and then, or the fake snares, and then the vocal melody on top. The actual song starts with the vocal melody and then the bass line comes in, but just for the sake of the video, I've done it the other way around. Okay, so the next section gets a bit more melodic, and this comes straight after that first section. So I've put some chords down of what I think the chords are over the top of this. I think there may be some in a synth in the background or like an electric piano or something, but I'm going with an F minor, just a normal F minor chord, and then it's going to drop down to a D flat major, just right next to it. I put my own strumming pattern on it. There's no guitars in it, I don't think, so you can do it how you want. You might just want chords on kind of where they're hit. So 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that next chord does get placed there. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and. So it's on the and of, or the offbeat of the 2 on the next bar. And then we're going to go that chord again. 2, 3, 4, move up to E flat. And then back to your F minor, and that's your loop. And again, I've looped that, put some more percussive sort of stuff on there, like a, because there's no kind of that syncopated rhythm stuff in that chord progression, I've put a bit more rhythm in the kind of percussion part. Kind of put some 16th sort of stuff in there. But again, you can do what you want over that, just kind of make that loop nice. Okay, so the melody over this is awesome. So this is MNEK going, doing what he does best. So yeah, I've put a bit of delay on, a bit of overdrive. Okay, so now we're in shape 4, so first finger on 8th fret of the A string. And we do even go up there as well, the 8th and the 9th fret on the B string. But it starts off, I'm doing kind of grace note hammer from 8 to 10. And it's that rhythm, we're going to roll down to the 8 on the G string. So 8 to 10, 8, and then drop down to 8. And then our little finger on 11 on the A string, then drop down to 8 on the A string. So then it climbs back up the scale. And then I'm going to do a grace note slide from 8 to 10. And then it does kind of a variation on this. Actually, yeah. And then it does a kind of variation on this. This is quite tricky, this, because we've got to roll down with our little finger, but it starts off similar, but it goes to the 11 on the A string a bit quicker. Then we go down to 11 on the E string, back up to the 8 on the A string. Then we're going to slide with our little finger up to 13 on the A string. Play the 10 with your first finger on the D string, and then slide back down from the 13 to the 11 on the A string with your little finger. So those first 2 parts slowly. Okay, the final bit, we're going up in the scale now, and we're going 9 to 8 on the B string. Down the scale like that, so 9, 8, 10, 8, 10, 10, 8 on the G string. Down to the 10 on the D string. And then I'm going to do one of my grace note hammers from 8 to 10. And it goes 10, 8, 11 on the D string. And then slide from 8 to 10 on the D string. And we quickly jump down to the A string. And we go up, down, so 16ths again, 8 to 11. And then a grace hammer from 8 to 10, back down to 8. Use your 11 again in between on the A string. So we got, then you're going to do 16th notes, you're going to do 2 11s. So, and then 8 on the D string, twice. And then just down the scale, so 11, 10, 8 on the A string. But that rhythm is down, down, up. Okay, and then just to finish it off, we go. So I move down in the shape here because then it gets me in position for the next melody again, which is the same as the first. So we go 6 on the D string, 8 on the A string, back up to 6 on the D string, and then 8 on the D string. And then you're back in position for the... Okay, so a lot to take in. Obviously that melody, it'd be great if you can get it exactly how that is, because it's just such a well thought out melody. I'm not sure who exactly wrote that part. I think there's quite a lot of writers on the song, but yeah, everyone's done such a good job with it. But yeah, I think those two parts, if you can get a loop of both of those, and if you've got a kind of special loop pedal where you can jump from A to B, you can do the whole thing in a row. I've only got the ditto looper here, so I have to do each section at a time. But yeah, I'll show you a close-up of that as well. And then yeah, just kind of have some fun and play around with it. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching again, guys. I'll see you next week.